Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Animal Crossing New Leaf. Today is our last day in Lilycove and we're just gonna take some time to reminisce and say goodbye to Animal Crossing New Leaf and say goodbye to my town of Lilycove because we're gonna be departing soon for New Horizons, quite literally. So yeah, we're just gonna have a chill day. It has started to rain, so maybe I should go get an umbrella. Gives the chance to take a quick look inside my house and just see what's all going on in there. So, question is, where are my umbrellas? They might actually be in big storage. Let me just find the stuff. Let's go for the leaf umbrella. One of my personal favorites. It's the rock. I know, we started on the rock, we'll end on the rock too. So, shall we do a quick recap of the house first? That's probably a pretty good place to start. We actually had Festival recently, and I finally managed to finish the furniture set, which, even though I've taken part in the event for many years, I still was missing a couple pieces of furniture that just evaded me entirely. And I was finally able to complete that furniture set, so I put it up in my front room because I actually really like the color scheme and it's pretty, so we did that. I don't think anything else has really changed. I just sort of put the very obvious festival furniture sets out and stuff like that, but we'll just take a quick look around the rooms. Knowing my luck, Sky's probably going to come round because she seems to come around my house all the time. It's almost exclusively her as well. It's kind of odd. Yeah, we have some sweets furniture in here. I ended up not fully upgrading my house because I think the big rooms are too big. So I actually stopped kind of when I felt that they were a good size. So I guess I could pay off my mortgage, but meh, I'm not that bothered. You have the classic Gracie set in this room, which I really like. It's very pretty. You don't want to say goodbye to Lilycove? Man, it's gotta happen though. It's just gotta happen. Be moving on to a new town, a new island, so lots of exciting things to look forward to. Here we have the mermaid set, which is a huge pain to get because you have to get it from the island, so lots of back and forth trips to the island to get all of that stuff. And then downstairs we have the mushroom room. The literal mushroom, in fact. So yeah, that's kind of what the house is looking like. Nothing too exciting or special. Really, my house is just kind of a place to store furniture, which isn't my normal attitude, but I have so much furniture and bits and bobs on this save file that it kind of needed to happen, so let me put the old umbrella out. So, it's been a few months since we actually visited this town, and I've done a decent amount of work, so I'm gonna take a slow walk around and try and remember what was like this before. We'll see what happens. Both the pave set and sky are very on brand for you, blue and white. I know, it's pretty cool. Speaking of blue, I could not get blue roses to spawn. I used fertilizer and I got red flowers that were bred from purple and orange flowers. I couldn't get blue roses, so in my nice flower stuff here, I actually don't have blue roses, and I'm missing a couple of gold roses too. So my flowers are almost done, but not quite. But yeah, this is the cafe area. Built my cafe right here, which ended up being next to this pond, which I kind of both like and dislike at the same time. I think it worked out pretty well. So we have this little bench to sit on while you drink your coffee and stuff, and this is also kind of like my garden because my house is right over here. Yeah, we'll take a little wander this way, see which animals are out and about, because I actually have an almost entirely new set of villagers. So I still have Sky and I still have Robin, but I ended up moving in all of my dream villagers with amiibo cards. I see that balloon back there. We'll just leave it. So yeah, we do have lots of new animals, but here she is, probably asking to move. It's Sky. Oh no, she wants my spider crab. You cannot have that. I'm so sorry. This is my last creature for the museum. So I'm sorry, Sky. You can't have it. Sorry. But anyways, speaking of new villagers, here's one of them, Frobert, who I especially love because he was actually the first villager I ever talked to in Animal Crossing Wild World, and I have a huge love for him and another frog called Lily, who we have in town as well. A rare fish, a coelacanth. Lol. Robert, what are with these requests? These are way too difficult. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. My bad. So yeah, Frobert's here. He's my jock villager. So what I did was I picked a villager from every personality type, which totals 8. And then I picked an additional 2 who were characters that I just liked. So I have 2 normal villagers and 2 peppy villagers is how it worked out in the end. But this means that I have all the different personality types, which is cool. I like to do that, and it also means you can get your public works projects done with all the different personalities. So here we have Bob. He's my lazy cat, whom I love. Fuchsia is sneezing. Oh no, we're gonna have to go get her some medicine, I guess. Yeah, Fuchsia is another one of the new animals. She is my Uchi villager, big sister type. So she's in her house right now. This here is Rosie's house. I don't know if she's in. She's out and about. So yeah, we have Rosie. Let me just do a quick little cycle. This is Lily's house. I think she's in right now. We can go see her. Sky's house, of course, which is the cornerstone of this whole residential area. I managed to plan out getting all these houses nicely lined up, and it all worked out well in the end. Missing a couple of roses in front of some people's houses. Oh, this is a spare one. I'll take that. So yeah, all the villagers have their own little plot, and I really like it. I think it's sweet. So up here we have Marshall. This is Bob's house. Up here we have Tangy's house. Another animal I really like. I mean, this is literally my top 10 villagers, or rather top 10 roughly, depending on personality category. But this is Wolfgang's house. And here we have Robin's house. Is that you, Robin? Yes, it is. Usually it's Robin or Sky who ask to move because they weren't brought in by amiibo cards, so I think there's bias towards, you know, keeping the amiibo villagers in. So yeah, I think that's kind of why they always pick them. I'll go see Fuchsia once I get some medicine. But yeah, down here is kind of like this little park area. I've got some lilies growing because of course I do. And I think this walkway was all like this with bushes and stuff before. So yeah, this is the residential area, which it looks pretty cool on the map. I'm quite proud of it. While I remember, because I don't want to forget, I'll just go buy some medicine really quick. And we can go and see if Fuchsia's ill. Because that's no fun. Rest in peace, Tammy, I know. I wonder if she's out here today. That'd be kind of funny. Tammy was like a really fun villager to have around for sure. She's in Pocket Camp as well. Oh hey! Speak of the devil, quite possibly the actual devil as well. Look at this place, things are lively as ever. I know. So Main Street, we did everything. We got all the shop upgrades and I was able to get Katrina's fortune telling place, which is back here now. So all of the empty lots have been filled, which is great. It's all done, it's all perfect, it's all beautiful. But yeah, we'll just go buy some medicine real quick to try and save Fuchsia. Hello, Tommy. Hello, Leaf. Let me grab this real quick. Some medicine. Before you forget, donate the spider crab. Yes, I have 3 things in my inventory to donate. These are the 3 final creatures for the museum. I actually had to catch him stuff in March, so the timing was really good for completing all of the encyclopedias. It worked out really well. We started this town in June, and the last things we needed to catch were in March, so everything worked out spot on. We'll take a trip to the museum after. We've given some medicine to Fuchsia here. Doo-doo-doo. Man, I really like the rain in Animal Crossing. It makes the music very cute. I don't mind it at all, actually. Let me run down here. Hey, Robin. Bye, Robin. Alright. In we go. Fuchsia's a really cool character. She's literally, her color scheme is great. Unfortunately, she has Frobert's shirt on at the moment, which is kind of annoying. Oh wait, are you ill? You're not even ill? What the heck? I was told you were ill. Aww. Never mind. Furniture, I mean, your house is pretty, like, mismatched. I mean, I like her house a lot, but, you know, whatever. Thought after an update, villagers didn't get sick. Oh, really? I'm not sure. I mean, I don't think it's happened to me in the longest time, so perhaps that is true. Oh well, anyways, we have free medicine. Something that was repeatedly pointed out in New Horizons as being a necessity because you're going to get attacked by all sorts of spooky bugs and stuff. So, look forward to that, I guess. So yeah, we have some bits and pieces to take care of here. So this is the town hall area, which also kind of consists of this Japanese garden type looking thing. Need to constantly maintain this. All the bamboo shoots like to grow every single day, so gotta make sure that they're all taken care of so I don't have to chop them down later. Let me just... Yep, here's one down here being really sneaky. So this area was kind of supposed to be a little bit more untidy and random, so there's just some flowers and bamboo everywhere, which I like. Dig it up. So this area kind of, I'm reasonably happy with it. I don't think it's maybe as random as I would have liked it to be, but it's still quite pretty, and I've got lilies around here, which is cool. As always, got some bushes and some four-leaf clovers, which are actually four-leaf clovers that I've planted. So my four-leaf clover collection is basically just in this garden for safekeeping. So they're all legit. But yeah, I was hoping to unlock a log bench and I never did, so this was gonna be more of a natural looking area, but I went with the Zen bench in the end because I never actually got all of the furniture unlocked for the public works projects. So yeah, this is kind of the untidy-ish area, but I think it looks pretty neat. I do like it. So yeah, town hall in the matching Japanese-esque theme. And we have the police station up here, which is right next to the train station, which I kind of like that it's all together like this. So yeah, I think that's kind of the main points. See, I wanted to put something here, but never really figured out what it was going to be. So there's just some markings down, but I've planted all these trees and stuff. I think it looks quite pretty. I like it a lot. So over here we have the old flower clock. This has been here for a long time. And some more trees. I tried to get each of every type of fruit to have some variety. And here we have the fountain. This rock here is actually a fake one. It has a gem inside, but I left it here because I quite like the placement. So that's actually my fake rock. But it looks quite nice. I don't mind it. Down here we have the peaches, of course. I've got all these Jacob's ladders because my town is perfect as well. This is Roxy's house, which basically just exists for storage, but Roxy's here in spirit in town anyway, so that's fine. I planted a bell tree next to the shop as well, because I think that looks cool. And up here is the plaza with a decently sized tree. Not the biggest, but pretty good. I also made this really, whoops, this really crude looking map as well, which was kind of an afterthought, but I kind of like it. It's cute. And these are all my all my fossils that I've buried up here, so that I don't get distracted when I'm looking for gyroids and stuff. So yeah, this is the plaza. The bushes around the clock look really nice. Thank you. Yeah, it was kind of a weird thing to plan because I wanted it to match up with the pathway here, and it was kind of difficult to get it to work, but I think it's quite nice. It's a little bit close to the river on this side, but it still works out well, you know. Where was I? Yeah, we have retail here. And then over up here is the campgrounds and campsite, both. Nobody's here today. This is where all my perfect apple trees are. And I desperately wanted to put a bench right here, but it's too close to the plaza, so that was devastating. So kind of got this empty space up here now. But this kind of links everything back up again. Like a nice hammock and stuff here to chill. Which kind of brings us back round to home here. So this is what it's looking like. Again, it's kind of mostly done, but not quite done. Bob, what can I do for you? Everyone wants my spider crab. No. You can't have it. I'm so sorry. We should go to the museum, I think, on that note. We'll take the pathway and then cross over here. I think everything is very close to how I envisioned it. So I'm happy to leave the town in this state, because it's very nearly close to perfect. So just a couple bits and bobs that I might continue to play for, but we'll see how much New Horizons kind of takes over my life, to be completely honest. Oh dear. Let's go to the museum, shall we? I can put my shovel away now. Hi Zelda fan, welcome. We're just on our way to the museum to donate the final bits and pieces for my encyclopedia. Because the encyclopedia is done, now I need to give them to Blathers, so hopefully he'll be happy. We'll donate them one at a time, because I don't think, I don't remember if there's specific dialogue. The only downside is I never completed all of the stuff from Red. Oh my god, that spider crab looks terrifying. It's so big. Oh god. Enjoy, Blathers. You're very welcome. Oh really? There's no dialogue? Okay, well, I guess we'll just donate this stuff at the same time then. Several things, yes. Enjoy. So I have everything complete except for... Wait. Huh? Does that mean that my diving collection isn't complete? Hold on a minute. I wonder. And if I've made a mistake, I can fix that, I guess, but that would be kind of annoying if I'd missed something. The point is, I haven't finished the art exhibit, so I wouldn't be able to get, you know, the full reward anyway. But everything else should be done. Fingers crossed, because my encyclopedia is done. So there is a possibility that maybe I forgot to give something from the diving section. I don't know. The point is, I have the thing, these. This is it, gold. Perfect. Maybe all the fish are lumped together? Possibly yes, that could be another option. Did you draw the map out yourself? Yeah, I did. It's a pattern. It's not like perfect or anything, but it's close enough. It's really difficult to fit it into such a small space. So I tried my best. Alright, let's head back into town. Excuse me. So I have updated the Dream Suite as well, so now Lilycove will be preserved in its current state as is forever, which is pretty great. So yeah, this is kind of, gosh, this is kind of it really. Be good to maybe talk to a couple villagers who we've not seen before, but it was fortunate enough that Robin actually visited the campsite, so I got her to move in. She's my favourite snooty villager. And then Sky was here from the beginning. She became a new favourite of mine because I hadn't really had her in my towns before. And then everyone else was from amiibo cards because I have a very close to complete collection, so I was fortunate enough to be able to get all my friends in. Hey Robert. So I think it all worked out real nice, you know? Hey Glossity, thanks for following, friend. I'm just trying to think. Let me go through. So I'm now trying to think of all the personalities for each villager. Let me see if I can remember. Final New Leaf stream? Yeah, it is. This is the time. So here we have Marshall. He's the, oh gosh, I can't remember the name. What do you call them? They're like fabulous and, oh god, it's not lazy and it's not jock and it's not cranky, it's smug, thank you. I couldn't remember. They're all fabulous. He's my smug villager and Bob's my lazy villager. Tangy is one of two peppy villagers. I have Tangy and Rosie because I couldn't choose between them because they're both awesome. We have Wolfgang, who's my cranky villager, Robin, who's my snooty villager, two normal villagers in the form of Sky and Lily, because once again I couldn't choose between them, they're both so precious and awesome. Frobert back up here is the jock villager, and then down here we have the Uchi villager, Fuchsia, who is not sick, can confirm. And here we have my two red roses that I was trying to breed. Didn't work out. Remember all the previous streams we've had? It's been fun. It has, yeah. The stream with all the shirts was my favourite. Yeah, man. Shirts, eh? I kind of gave up after a while. Oh hey, look who's down here. It's Tangy. Everyone loves Tangy, right? She looks like an orange. She's the best. Oh, you don't like the rain? I quite like the rain. Do you have the same thing? A peach? Aw. It's not very often that animals actually give you fruit in this game. That's really nice. Twinsies. Aw. Oh, that's so cute, Tangy. Oh my gosh, I love her. Yeah, choosing between Tangy and Rosie was real tough, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have them both. Two superstar cats. Actually, I have 3 cats in my town. Whoops. They're just so cute, you know? Alright, we'll head over this way. I actually really like how this all turned out, with like the bushes and trees between them. It's pretty cool. These are my normal trees, because the rest have fruit on them, but it's good to have some normal ones if you want to get free stuff. Sky? How are you doing? I'm fine. Oh, airmail is great. Don't you dare change your catchphrase. It's amazing. Not at all boring. Would it be more fitting if she gave an orange? I know. I have had that happen before. I've had her give me an orange, and she's talked about oranges in a text box before. Hi, Roxy. Hi. It's my real life animal. Oh god. Oh god. You going up? Hey, there she goes. Just a small appearance from the cat there. Very fitting. She's just like, you were talking about cats? What about me? Yeah, she's going to go to sleep on the bookshelf. Perfect. Yeah, Sky, don't you ever change your catchphrase. It's awesome. I'm actually really happy I found Sky because she was here from day one when we initially made the town and everything. She was right here and I always thought she was cute. And I really like the normal villagers. They're so adorable. Like, they're just so kind and nice to talk to. And her house, of course, is this house right here, which was the sort of the reason why I decided to make all my houses right there was down to her. And I was desperately trying to figure out, you know, how I could fit them all together, and I did my whole grid layout of my town and I counted all the squares and we made it work. We made it work and everything just fitted in perfectly. The only downside is that the bridge is slightly squint because we can't have it one tile over. But honestly, it's okay. It probably gives it a little bit more charm anyway, just being slightly wonky. But yeah, Sky's house is right in the middle. It's pretty cool. I wasn't that bothered where each house spawned as long as, you know, this was the pattern of 10. And with the amiibo cards, you know, it was relatively painless. I was able to get... Excuse me, who is planting these roses? Stop it. If that's here, let me just do this to get some more inventory space. So yeah, the amiibo cards, it all worked out quite well. So that was nice. Remember one of the first villagers that moved in on the inconvenient spot and all that theory stuff about her? Yeah, Tammy, we saw her in town actually. She was on Main Street. But yeah, her house was like here, right? Oh, Frobert, is it you? Stop it. I mean, it's really sweet that you're all trying to make the town pretty and everything, but it's kind of just getting in the way of my arrangement here. Will Sky be the next mayor of Lilycove? Maybe I should leave it to her, yeah. She's been here the longest, literally since the town existed, so maybe that would be a good call, yeah. Let me just sell some of this stuff that I don't need. Put my umbrella back up, I guess. Here we go. Like, those shells have been in retail since the start, so that I, you know, well, not since the start because we had some sagas with items, but after a certain point I was like, okay, that's enough. Nobody can sell their items. End of. I just put shells in there. So yeah, I think this is probably the first area that we worked on in Lilycove. The big fountain area. It's always one of my favourite public works projects because you get it right at the start and it's just real nice, you know? And I think it's good that it was mirrored by the flower clock. We were able to get that. Man, New Horizons pathways, like just... I have all the things in New Horizons. There's all this terraforming and you can do stuff with lakes and rivers and waterfalls and, you know, layers, but just pathways. You know, crazy. All the painstaking effort I went to like lay down this pathway and it took forever. Gosh, it's gonna be really great. Oh hey, Robert's all happy down here. See, look, I tweeted about this the other day. The frogs don't use umbrellas during the rain, which I think is so cool. So him and if Lily was out and about right now, they'd just be like running around splashing in the rain. I think he talks about the rain quite often. Yeah, they're not so bad. Oh, Frobert. Sword fighting with umbrellas? Maybe. You don't even have an umbrella, dude. Man, let's go and sit on the bench here. Well, hang on. Let me sit on the side of the bench in case someone wants to join me, because you never know. So, yeah, I think we're probably just going to do like a bit of talking because I've kind of gone through all of the stuff with time and, you know, I think there's a lot to think about for New Horizons, so I think this is probably a good time to just do some chatting and think about upcoming plans and stuff. Saw in one of the trailers someone made stairs going up to the museum. Yes, I saw that. I love that they're doing these, you know, little announcements every day. And it's so close now. It's 5 days. Oh gosh, I'm getting so nervous. But yeah, I think the idea is that we're gonna leave behind Lilycove and start on the new project. And I've still got so many things to plan out in my head. I would like to finish off a couple of things in Lilycove just in my spare time, but I'm very much accepting of the fact that I might just never play New Leaf again, and I'm okay with that. It's kind of sad when you think about it that you've spent all this time with this one game, you know, over 1,000 hours or whatever I've put into this, and then you suddenly just drop it because there's another one. But I am expecting that that's how it's gonna go. But if there's any sort of bits and bobs that I want to finish off, I'll make a little list and see if I can devote some time to that. Because I'd like to. Just, there's a couple of public works projects I don't have. I would like to get those just so that it's done. But once again, I'm fully accepting of the fact that New Horizons may just take over my life in every aspect. So yes, we're leaving behind Lilycove. And I definitely want to keep the sort of naming scheme that I was thinking of as keeping Lily as part of the name for my New Horizons island. So we can have a talk about brainstorming names, because I'm still not quite sure about my name for the island, so we can have a think about that. Maybe someday, a few years in the future, you could return for memory stake and stuff. Yeah, I think so. I think that'd be cool. I could go back for like certain events or something, like birthdays. So my birthday's in April, so I could do like a really small revisit in April just to kind of say hi to my animals and stuff for my birthday. Because I don't even think I got all the birthday items. Because it depends on your friendship level, and I think I've only ever... Who did that? Who did that? Robert, how many flowers do you have in your inventory, dude? Hang on, let me sit back on the bench. Yeah, I think like I've only ever had high friendship with animals who have given me birthday presents. So it's a bit of a weird one. So, the notebook's out. Be ready. So I've written down a bunch of names for my island. So I wanted to keep the Lily sort of theme going because I like the animal Lily and I hope to have her in my town. And I also like the flower Lily as well. Hoping it gets more colour variants. That would be fantastic. So what I did was I found a bunch of suffixes for Lily. And I'm now deciding on which one to use, basically. So my first initial thought was to call the island... I think you can have either insert name here island or insert name here isle, I think. I think there's like a way to choose that. So my first thought was to go from Lilycove to Lilygrove. That was my first island name, because I thought, you know, it could be really floral and natural and just have, you know, a crap ton of flowers everywhere. Like, think Cherry Grove in a Pokemon, but Lilygrove. So that was the first kind of name idea I thought of. I'll just rattle through a few names, and you can shout at me if any of them sound good to you. So we have Lilygrove, Lilydrop, Lilyport, Lilyside, Lilywood, Lily Falls, Lilyford, Lilycairn, Lilyglen, Lilybell, and Lilydale. There's too many lilies. I don't know what to pick. It's really difficult because, you know, once you've committed, you've committed. So I really need to make a decision fairly soon because it's it's so close, and I just keep putting it off. I keep looking at my list, and it's a tough one. It's a really tough one. Your island name is going to end up being uncreative. Be a shame if the name was permanent once you named it, but oh well. I mean, I feel like it's difficult because I never really had, like, I think a lot of people have this one specific name that they call all of their towns, and I'm really jealous of that because I've never really had that. Like I picked Lilycove because it's the name of a Pokemon place, which I really liked, and I also had Twin Leaf, which is the name of a Pokemon place. So I've never really had a super unique name that was just my name. Honestly, like Lilycove. I think it would be Lilygrove Isle as opposed to Island. I feel like I'd prefer that. But yeah, it's tough. Like, because a lot of the other names, you know, if I, for example, like, Lily Falls, there's got to be waterfalls. Like, there has to be a reason for it to be called that. And I think Lily Grove is pretty lenient, other than there's gonna be flowers. So I like flowers. So because in my head I feel like my New Horizons island is going to be pretty natural. Definitely, you know, I'm gonna build stuff outside and do paths and, you know, public areas, but the thing I like about Animal Crossing is the natural look of things. So I'm definitely gonna have, you know, very specific areas for animals to hang out in, and then other areas which are just untouched and natural. And I think that that would fit in quite well with Lily Grove as a name. I'm still looking at the list. Like, I am getting quite attached to Lily Grove, so that's kind of where we are at the minute. But I'm just so nervous to commit to anything because I just want it to go well. You always change your names too, keeps each town original. Yeah, I think so. I don't even remember. I think my very first Wild World town, because that was the first Animal Crossing I played, I think that was called Cozy Town, and I don't even know where I got it from. But I've had multiple towns, but I can never remember the names of some of the very first ones that I made when I was, you know, when did Wild World come out? 2005, so I would have been like 11, 12. I know I had Cozy Town, but after that, I know I restarted a few times just for fun, and I don't remember what I called them. It's only more recently, you know, as of New Leaf, that I was very aware, like, oh, I should have a cool town name. So I went with Lilycove and Twin Leaf, and I wouldn't have minded Little Root, actually. Little Root would be quite cool. And now we have 10 characters. You know, that's like crazy in terms of Animal Crossing stuff. So Lily Grove, you know, will fit as opposed to, I couldn't have had Lily Grove in this game because we only had 8 characters in this one, which is dumb. We're so torn now, I don't know if we'll even get past the name option. Oh gosh. It's going to be a case of when they show you the map, because you get 4 map choices. But the thing is with New Horizons, it seems you can just pick up and place buildings fairly, you know, willy-nilly. I don't think there's too many restrictions. And with all the terraforming, I don't think the map position will matter too much. I would assume that where you get your plane, like the landing area, will be the same. So I think it might just be a case of that. Although I'm not sure, and it's kind of hard to find this information out. Because obviously the game's not out yet, so I guess we'll just see the sort of starting 4 that we get, and if we think that they look horrible, we'll just restart. But I'm pretty confident that one of the 4 will be fine for us. I hope so anyway. Oh gosh. Jabberwock does fit the limit. Yeah, we could have Jabberwock Island. Man, I love the Danganronpa crossover memes. It cracks me up so much. It's like you couldn't get two more different, games. It just makes me laugh. It's raining in game, yes. Featuring considering the bittersweet ending for these New Leaf streams. I know, it's a weird one. It's kind of a shame that I had to take, a break from it, but equally, I think I'd sort of gotten to the point where I'd done everything. You get a few months probably out of an Animal Crossing game and then things start to get repetitive, or, it just leaves you to be pernickety about, the ways of your town. So I think I did get the bulk of everything done, which was fine. And then everything else, like I did over the winter, was really mundane stuff, like finishing all the snowman furniture, because there were a couple pieces of furniture that I didn't have. I tried to do the campsite mini games where you get furniture, and I managed to get a few pieces, but I didn't get all of the winter furniture. But sometimes you just kind of think, man, I cannot be bothered. And I'm sure people will exist to trade stuff with if I really wanted, because I did get a lot of dupes when trying to do that. So yeah, like, it's not that I can never do this ever again, it's just that I probably won't want to, in the nicest possible way. Hey ho. My island name, is there going to be a reference to Norse mythology or Fire Emblem? Cool. I think, like, yeah, Inkopolis, man. You could just have all the octopus characters. That'd be funny. There is an octopus called Marina, so it fits in quite nicely. That's funny. So yeah, right now, trying to think of a name fairly, like, I'm somewhat uninterested in map planning. There's a tool out that I've seen floating around where you can design a map, and while that's really cool and I have great respect for people who are willing to sort of plan out so much in advance, I don't want to end up planning so much that it loses the I don't want to say fun, because planning is fun and for a lot of people it's very important, and I'd say for me it's very important as well. Equally, I kind of want it to be relaxed and spontaneous. So when I have ideas, I don't want to be, constrained by my ideas. I want to feel comfortable enough to just let things happen how it goes. Because if you rush in and you try and do everything as quickly and efficiently as possible, you're going to run out of stuff to do. And I feel like I want to just relax a little bit and enjoy the experience, because I'm never going to be able to have this joy of playing New Horizons for the first time ever again. It's a very special time. Like when New Leaf came out and I was playing it for the first time, it was just this wave of, giddy joy and happiness, and I loved it. And at that point, I wasn't thinking about counting tiles for plot placement. I wasn't thinking about, public works projects that have to go here, here, and here. I wasn't thinking about that. And I was okay with that as well. And of course now I've gone and done that for this particular town, and I'm very aware of the fact that I'm not going to be able to get multiple towns unless I buy another Switch console, which kind of sucks, because I have multiple 3DSs, but multiple Switches seems like a huge commitment that I'm not really ready to take the leap of faith for. So there's also that hanging over me as well, like this is my town, or my island, like this is it. So I'm kind of, I have some ideas in the back of my head, but I'm not going to let them control my first few days of playing, my first week of playing the game. It's just gonna be chill, and I need to learn the ropes and just have a fun time. So I think I'm fairly certain that will be streaming it. I don't know realistically how much time I'm going to be streaming the game versus playing it in my own spare time. I would like to stream it as much as possible to capture these moments, except, you know, I'm not going to be streaming for like 12 hours a day because that's silly to me. So I need to think of a rough schedule, I think, that's going to be doable and not overtaxing, but also showing enough of, you know, my first steps into this world, because I know it's going to be so special and precious and I'm never going to get it back once it's happened. So I think the plan for me at the moment is I've ordered the game for store pickup because I don't trust the post. I don't trust the post. So there'll be a store pickup, I will get the game, I will bring the game home, and then I will set up to stream. So I'm thinking a midday start and then just stream until I'm tired. Like, stream until I feel like I can't talk anymore, or I feel like I've played the game for a reasonable amount of time. Maybe like, gosh, I think in my head, hey, who's this? Who's this? Oh, my tabs aren't open. I heard a noise. Who is it? It's a raid. Wilcoon. It's raiding with a party of 11. Hello, friends. Welcome. We're just here. We're having a chat about New Horizons and saying goodbye to my New Leaf town. So you join us at a very reminiscing time. Hey, thanks for all these follows as well, pals. Welcome. Yeah, we're just talking about like saying goodbye to New Leaf and saying hello to New Horizons. So we're just here like sat in the rain. Look at this weather. Completely grey skies. It's not a sad time though. It's a nice time. It's a nice time. Yeah, it's an emotional time, that's right. Yeah, we're just chatting about the game plan for launch day for New Horizons. So I'm gonna go pick up the game because I'm getting a physical copy. I'm gonna bring it back and we're gonna do a stream, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Are you from Scotland? Yes, I am. That's right. How are your houses that organized? I'm getting more emotional looking at your map. Oh man. I used amiibo cards to move a lot of my villagers in, so we can go have a quick look-see over there. Change the scene up a little bit. I've been sitting on this bench for like 10 minutes now. Yeah, I had a couple villagers move in. This house here was actually my starting point, and I ended up making a big chart, a grid system, so I could count out all the plot spaces, and I ended up being just barely able to fit all 10 houses into this nice space. So yeah, here, let me change to this bench. Wow. What a new change of scene. Perfect. Yeah, so I've got all 10 of my dream villagers-ish in here. I have one for every personality type, and then I have 2 extras. So yeah, we've where's my stylus now? Put it back in the system. Yeah, physical copy. I'm not getting the tote bag. Shoot, what am I getting? I've actually forgotten. It's whatever's from Smith's Toys. Here, let me look this up actually, because I've totally forgotten. I remember eyeing up the tote bag and thinking it was really good, but I might be getting a notebook. Let me check. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Let me have a look here. Or maybe there's not a bonus, maybe it's just money off. I think it might just be money off because I'm only paying $39.99. I'm not 100%. We'll see. Anyways, yeah, I don't think that like any of the pre-order stuff really spoke to me that much. The tote bag was pretty cute though. That was right. It's gonna be so much easier now you can tell people where to move. That's right, for sure. You can just pick up their house and be like, you go over there now. So yeah, in my town right now, I guess I could open this up as well. So we've got Tangy and Rosie, who are my peppy villagers. I've got Bob, Marshall, Frobert, Wolfgang, Robin, Sky, Lily, and Fuchsia. So a real good mixture. Probably, I think a lot of my favorite villagers are pretty standard. Like, everyone loves Marshall, but he's just so cute, you know? I can't help it. Can't help it at all. He's just that adorable. I had to say goodbye to my time for speedruns. Aw, you had a ton of perfect apple trees. Oh man, that's brutal. Scotland squad stand up. Yeah, for sure. Man, so yeah, picking the game up from Smith's store whenever they open, which I think is 9 a.m. Hopefully gonna start the stream at 12 that day and then just see how long I can last on the very first day. Try and remember to take breaks to eat food and stuff because I'll just be so overwhelmed by this new Animal Crossing game. And then, yeah, see where it goes from there, really. I'm still yet to decide on my town name. We were talking about some of the names that I have in mind. Because we're currently, this town right here is Lilycove, which I named after the Pokemon town. And I really liked having Lily in the name because one of my favorite villagers is called Lily and there's flowers, obviously the lilies in this game. So at the moment, top tier name at the moment is Lily Grove. So we're going from Lilycove to Lily Grove. But I've also got like a bunch of other names with Lily in the name. So we've got like Lily Drop, Lily Port, Lily Falls, Lily Bell, Lily Glen, Lily Side. I mean, the list goes on. So we're still undecided on that one. But I'd like to keep the Lily theme. I think that would be good. Lilycove is such memories. Yeah, I had another Animal Crossing town called Twinleaf. Turns out a lot of the Pokemon names fit really well with Animal Crossing. I mean, you've got Newbark from Johto, you've got Little Root as well, although Little Root couldn't fit in the character limit for New Leaf, but you could fit it in New Horizons, so you could have Little Root Island if you wanted, because you got that extra 2 characters, because you know that matters so much. I mean, it totally does. It's so funny the things that the Animal Crossing community gets excited about, you know? Everyone's like, oh my gosh, pathways, and oh my gosh, more characters for our town. Like, we're so easily pleased, you know? Shall we sit on a different bench? Perfect. In my sort of town hall Japanese garden area that we've got up here. So yeah, we're just chilling out here, really. I need to figure out what we're doing in terms of streaming until the 20th, because we still have 5 days to go. Which is, when you're waiting on Animal Crossing, 5 days is a long ass time. But I think we might do a little Splatoon stream next week, or we might do a just chatting stream where we just chat about New Horizons, because I think that's all we can think about at the moment. So we'll see how it goes. It might be a case of we do a just chatting just to like practice streaming stuff, just to make sure the setup's all fine. Although I think my Switch setup is fine for now. Splatoon 2 was going really well, been streaming that this week, and there didn't seem to be too many issues or anything, because I was a bit worried about things being out of sync, but it actually seemed to go really well. So we could just do like another Splatoon stream next week, maybe some Salmon Run, because Salmon Run yesterday was really fun. I had a really good time playing Salmon Run. So it might be one of those. I don't know. I enjoy waiting for new games, makes time go slower. Yeah, I mean, you can look at it that way. You can look at it that way and sort of get all those things that you need to do done because everything, the time moves so slowly. You should get all your chores done in this time. You should, clean the house and and like stock up on toilet paper and all of those kind of things for sure. Is Splatoon 2 still worth getting right now? I heard they were stopping the online or something. So Splatoon 2, they've basically released all of their regular content for it, because usually they have the Splatfest and stuff, and that's all done now, but they are still updating the game with patches and balancing stuff. So the game's still going. I really like it. I've put, over 900 hours into it, and I played Splatoon on the Wii U as well, and I really liked it. So yeah, it's worth it. It just means that you don't have the big community Splatfest events. That's really the only downside. But yeah, I still enjoy it, but I am a big fan of Splatoon. You like splatting people with your roller? Yeah. We were playing yesterday, we played Salmon Run, and we found this this player who was level 3, and I was thinking, oh, it's like a Smurf account, it's just someone who's making a new account or whatever. But no, they played so badly that it had to be a brand new player, quite possibly a child. I don't know. They weren't very good, bless their soul. So we were rooting for them. Yeah, the Switchy saga. So this player called Switchy, she was just trying her best, She had a roller and she was, constantly running out of ink and stuff, and it was so funny, and my heart went out to Switchy. I tried to protect Switchy as much as I could. She was so pure. I know. Oh, man. Yeah, I think, the learning curve is pretty okay. Like at the start you might feel a little bit disheartened because you might get matched with players that are a lot better than you, but there's a single player campaign if you want to practice getting good, and you don't have to necessarily play like competitive. Like they have the separate section for ranked battles, which is the competitive mode, or there's turf war, which is the normal mode. So there's like a little bit of something for everyone. And Salmon Run is like the cooperative mode where you team up with 3 other players and defeat bad guys, which is what we were playing, and it was really fun. Yes, you're right. We got some good gears from that as well. We got some good loot for playing so much Salmon Run. Octo expansion is certainly good practice. Yes. I actually never played all of the Octo expansion levels with all of the weapons. Oh gosh. That's a cat. Are you okay? You fell from the sky. I'm so sorry. That was probably really loud. She has a bed on a shelf next to my desk, and she just jumped straight down. Are you okay, honey? Are you okay? I think she's fine. She just looks really sleepy. Hi! She's looking at me like, I didn't do anything wrong. Perfectly entitled to just run across your desk. Oh dear. Haven't tried the Salmon Run, is that still around? Yeah, they it's not open all the time, but they sort of do it in shifts. So I think it's open for like between 12 and 18 hours a day, so you should get a chance to play it. But if you have the Switch Online app, it tells you when all of the times are for Salmon Run, when you can go play it and everything. Remember what you said yesterday about Roxy jumping down and scaring you and or us? I do remember, and it didn't happen yesterday, but it happened today. She's just behind my computer yawning at me. Oh dear. It's my real life cat friend as opposed to my in-game cat friends, who I have 3 of. I have Tangy, not Marshall, I have Bob, and I have Rosie. 3 cat friends. Oh man. You can look at the times in game 2 for Salmon Run. Yes, you can. I think you can see further in advance if you look on the app. I'm not sure actually. But I feel like Salmon Run's probably one of my favorite parts of the game, for sure. Like, the main chunk of the game is turf war and everything. But Salmon Run is it's just fun. It's nice to not be competing against people and to actually work, you know, cooperatively. It's a very different experience. So we have a lie in the rain now. Change scene a little bit here. So this is the campsite area over here, which you can't quite see. So like the campgrounds are over here, which is of course the Welcome Amiibo edition. And then I've got the actual campsite right here. So that actually worked out really well. I quite like this being over here. So yeah, we'll go lie in the rain. And just pretend it's really hot outside and this is actually really soothing and nice, even though it's 5 PM in March. So it's probably not that nice. But just pretend. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Yeah, the app is pretty convenient. I wonder if there'll be any in-app stuff for New Horizons. Probably not, because it's not exactly a, you know, heavy on the old online stuff. But maybe they'll give you a place to meet new friends. I don't know. Man, I really like this music with the rain sound effects. It's very pretty. Rain is so soothing. I wonder if in New Horizons the rain and the thunder will be crazier because it's an island. Maybe the waves will be really, you know, like crash into the sand and stuff. That's interesting. I never really thought of that actually. I'm trying to think if the weather could be made better. Maybe just more variants, like we could have light rain or really bad storms, more rainbows maybe, because we have like meteor showers and stuff in this game. Maybe it would just be nice to have a little bit more variety in the weather. That'd be cool. Oh yeah, QR codes, that's actually a really good point. Yeah, QR codes are huge for people who design clothes and stuff. Something I've never really gotten into much, to be honest. Just because I'm not very good at it, to be honest. But yeah, there's some really amazing clothing designers. I don't understand how they do it. I really don't. It all looks so pretty and nice. I saw we can have face decals and stuff, so you can do a design and you can like put it on your character's face. That's kind of cool. You could have like a beauty spot, I guess, or like tattoos and things. Oh, you gotta go, Wilcoon? Okay. Thanks, friend. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for dropping by. Imagine they had a calendar for events and an app and online for New Horizons. Man. Well, they're doing that thing where you have to update for events, right? Which I can only assume is to stop people time traveling, which is probably a good thing. It's a little bit of a weird one though to have to update your game, but I think it's probably for the best. It means that everyone can experience it, you know, at the same time. The downside, of course, is if you miss the event and you can't catch up on it, maybe they'll make it so that events are potentially longer than a day. I'm not sure. It's a really strange one to try and work around because people are busy. So people may not always have the amount of time to play Animal Crossing, but equally it's a video game with very specific days. So if you're busy, it's kind of like, oh well, I guess you're busy. So it's a hard one to strike a balance for sure. Here, we'll move slightly so that things are slightly more interesting. We'll sit on the tire bench here. Perfect. You want to get better at making clothing and dabbled with it in New Leaf? Nice. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see if we can have, you know, different kinds of clothing options, because the clothing range in New Horizons seems incredibly vast with lots of different things. So I wonder what kind of things we can design. If we can design every style of clothing, or if it's still limited to, you know, shirts with long sleeves or no sleeves or medium sleeves. Because there's like dungarees and stuff in this game. Like, you can wear a towel in this game. Can you design a towel? I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, the clothing is very exciting for me. Like, just even the style of shoes, because the shoes are almost bigger now. They've kind of adjusted the proportions of the characters, which I think is a lot better, because it means that the shoes are more noticeable, and they look like, you know, shoes in real life that you would actually wear. Like, the boots actually look chunky like boots, and it just, everything looks prettier because they've just made everything that little bit more realistic while still keeping the aesthetic, and I think they've hit the balance really, really well. Oh man. Excited for bags? Yes. Custom bags, or even just like you could put patches on the bags and stuff, that would be amazing. Bags. I mean, this is the thing. Animal Crossing people, we just get so excited about these stupid little things. Like, when you think of them out of context, you're like, what is so exciting about, you know, a pathway? Or but it means everything to us. And the customization they've shown off in the trailers is so, like, it seems mind-blowing. I really hope that the game comes across as different as it looks, because New Leaf was quite a big jump in terms of progression. You know, a lot of things changed. We had Isabelle, you know, we kind of, Tortimer took a different role, and that it felt like a really big leap for Animal Crossing. But this just seems like a doubly big leap, you know? It just seems so much more from what we've seen, and I really hope it is, because the Animal Crossing series has evolved pretty slowly. We don't get the games very often, so when they do come out, they do need to take perhaps a bigger leap than they have done in the past. So I'm hoping that this is it, you know? New Horizons is going to be crazy good. Facial hair as accessory as well. Yeah, I know. Just the variety of haircuts as well, and being able to customize your character on the go is, wow. It's so exciting. You don't have to wait 3 weeks to change your eye color anymore. You can actually choose your skin tone. Imagine that. I mean, it's fine for me because I'm pale as heck, but everyone else, they don't get, you know, automatically their character's skin tone that they want. Oh dear. Are you guessing Home Designer? I have Happy Home Designer. I played it a fair bit. Probably not as much as maybe I wanted to, but it felt somewhat repetitive, so I didn't get into it as much as I maybe wanted to. But I was very happy when they brought all the quality of life improvements over to New Leaf, with the Welcome Amiibo update, which was great as well. Added a bunch of furniture and, you know, bits and pieces. I can't tell if I can hear an animal walking around or if it's just the rain. Someone hanging out around here? Maybe not. Let's see, where else can I go and sit down? I can go lie down here in front of the fountain. Ah, so relaxing. So happy I can start with my green eyes. Same! Green eyes for the win. What are you going to do with the mobile Animal Crossing? Well, I'm still going to play it because I'm an absolute sucker. I had to stop playing all my other mobile games just so that I could focus on Pocket Camp, because I couldn't, there wasn't enough time in the day. Like, I was literally spending an hour plus every day on mobile games. I mean, there's there's so many other things I could be doing. I just stopped playing Fire Emblem Heroes. I had to stop playing. I was playing Pokemon Rumble. What's the mobile? Is it Rush? The mobile version? I had to stop all that because I needed to devote my time to Pocket Camp. So I'm still gonna play it. I usually check it every 3 hours, like when the clocks change. Like I play it, you know, intensely. So Pocket Camp's been really fun, and I think a lot of the ideas and concepts from Pocket Camp has been put into New Horizons, like the crafting elements and stuff. And I like Pocket Camp because it's done all these crossovers with like the Sanrio characters, and they did the Splatoon crossover, and they've got the New Horizons crossover right now. So Pocket Camp has just been really constantly exciting. I don't pay for any of the subscription pack things. I've probably spent about £10 on that game in the 2 years that it's been out. So I'm not that crazy about Pocket Camp, but I do a hardcore free to play Pocket Camp experience. So yeah, I'm gonna still play it when I'm not playing New Horizons. So we'll see how much time that leaves me with. Oh gosh. Yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, let me just relocate probably one more time. I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna go sit on the rock because I feel... Hey Frobert, you got anything for me? Nope, nothing. Fair enough. I'm gonna go sit on the rock here because I think it might be a shorter stream today, friends. I might finish up soon. Right now, I'm kind of in this weird in-between spot. I think I'd like to stream on Tuesday. I don't know what I'm going to stream. I think I have some sort of tidying up and chores to do in terms of preparing for New Horizons. Like, I need to get all the layouts done. I want to try and just tidy up the YouTube channel, and, you know, on the off chance that I get some new viewership from this, I want it to be neat and tidy. I want it to be nice. So yeah, the rock where it all started, I know. Crazy, huh? See, I think at first I was kind of annoyed about this rock, but actually having this rock next to my house is pretty cool at the same time. So yeah, I think I'd like to stream on Tuesday. It's either going to be maybe some Splatoon if I feel super organized, or it might just be a chatting stream where we talk about Animal Crossing. Who knows? Because we've kind of talked about Animal Crossing a fair bit today, which was quite good actually. I you know, like to get the thoughts out of my head, and if I talk about them, it seems a bit more organized. So yeah, I will update you tomorrow on Twitter with my thoughts for the upcoming week. I think that we'll be doing the New Horizon stream on Friday, and then probably stream every day for however much time I feel like. So it could be just little snippets, or it could be, you know, a full afternoon of streaming. I don't really know. I don't know if it's gonna feel like I want to play it myself and just chill, or if I'm really into it and want to talk about it. I don't really know how I'm going to react. But I do want to do a little bit of streaming every day just to have that video diary content, you know? So that's I'm only going to know how that's going to work when it happens. So depending on how well my planning goes, we'll see. I don't really have the answers for you at the moment. Might stop by during New Horizons, but for the most part I'll be dodging New Horizons streams at first so I can experience the game solo. That is perfectly fine, and I fully understand that. I think the stream's going to be mainly for me, but it's nice to hang out with people and talk about Animal Crossing at the same time. But certainly for me, I just really want to catalogue my first experiences with this game because it's going to be really important to me. And I know I'm going to think about it in the future, and if I have it in video form, that's really cool. So, yeah, I think probably going to just end the stream off here. I know it's a little bit shorter than usual, but I think we've kind of said goodbye to Lilycove, and now I'm just rambling a little bit. So I don't want to ramble too much. We'll be playing it on midnight. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, the midnight thing, sure, go for it. I don't think that even if I had the game and I wasn't waiting on the physical copy, I feel like if I played it at midnight, I just wouldn't go to bed. So I don't think I'd let myself do that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, I don't have the answers right now, so we'll just kind of play it by ear. And if you can make it, cool. If you want to wait a little bit, that's also cool. I just want everyone to have a really happy experience with this game in whatever way suits them best. So that is my wish for all of you lovely people, as well as myself. So I think I will say goodbye for now, friends. We may pop back into Lilycove in a few months or a few years. Who knows? We'll see. But for right now, we're going to say goodbye. I really like this town visually, and, you know, I think we had some really good stories come out of, you know, streaming the town, like when it first started. So I have really fond memories of this place, and I feel nice about saying goodbye to it now. I feel like I've done good by it. So we'll say goodbye to Lilycove, we'll say goodbye to the rock, and I will say goodbye to you guys for now. I will see you on Tuesday for a little bit of something. I'm not quite sure what, but I will do some tweets with some information when I have it, and I'll see you guys soon. So thanks for coming out to the stream, especially if you're part of the raid. Thanks, that was really cool. And I'll say goodbye. So see you soon, friends. Take care. Lots of love. Bye bye.